So I'm Barbara, and I'm a bereavement volunteer, and this is my friend
Danny.
And we're going to be doing our project today is a meditation jar. And this particular project, Danny, is for, you know how sometimes you just get all worked up and you just have a hard time calming down? Which can happen anytime, but it also happens sometimes if you're sad, if you're thinking about somebody. So we're going to make a meditation jar to work on ways to calm yourself down.
Okay.
Okay? So this turns out really cool. All right, so we have got our jar. We have clear Elmer's glue. This is going to be in your package. We have various sizes of glitter. We have a piece of sea glass that you chose to bring, and we have warm water over there. And we have super glue, which is going to be adults only. Yeah, that was worth a shot. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to fill the jar about to here. Now, none of these measurements are like, you have to do it exact.
About to here.
So We're going to go with about to here with this glue.
Okay.
All right.
The best measurements about to here.
Is about to here. And if you want,
here, so is it?
I think you take the whole top off.
Okay.
And it could be that you use the whole thing. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Is that fun?
Yes.
Yep.
I feel like I'm making slime.
Yeah. Actually, you use Elmer's glue to make slime. Do you have a recipe for slime?
Nope. Just
No?
the stuff on the back of the Elmer's glue bottles.
Okay.
Is that about to here?
That's about to here. That's, yeah, because we don't have to, it does not have to be exact. So we're making a meditation jar for when you sometimes feel like you're overwhelmed about things. So the person that you have in mind as we're making this is your
grandpa.
And I'm sure every now and then you think about him, right? And sometimes you just need to go someplace and just
take a break.
We could have called this a take a break jar too.
Maybe instead of putting all the glue into like about here, you could have just like watched the glue drip.
Wait till you see how this turns out. Wait till you see. You're already on track. So then the next thing that we're going to put in here is the glitter. Now, you know the rule about glitter?
Throw it on everything.
You're right. Glitter is forever. Whatever it goes on, it's there to stay.
Yes.
So we're going to try really hard
to dump it on the carpet floor.
Or on your head. Or down your shirt.
Glitter hair.
So I'm making a little spout. So we
use
have
like a cup and pour it in.
Yeah. So I'm just going to say, for the sake of the audience here, for the people who are doing this at home, there's different sizes of glitter. So you can see in there what's in there, right?
There's like stars and little pebbles and dust.
Okay. Glittery dust.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're going to try to get that
Stardust.
in there. We'll see.
We shall see.
Yeah. That's okay, Danny. You don't have to use the nice spout that I made for you. You don't need to do that.
I'm trying.
That's okay. You know what's going to be really nice is later on, when people are in here for a meeting, they're going to get
glitter.
They're going to be treated to the glitter.
Oh no, it's all over your hand. It's never going to come off now, Barbara.
Okay, well, you know what? Just for good measure. And you can do it back to me. I'm good with that. Okay, so now the next thing that we're going to put in there is a little, like a memento. So this is something that reminds you of your granddad. And why did you choose this rock?
Well, because my grandpa loved the beach. And if we weren't there with him, he'd do a funny thing where he'd send a picture to my mom when he was at the beach, and he'd go, "Haha, you're not at the beach as I am."
He did like to joke with you, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
So you're just going to put that in the jar.
Here. There we go.
You're enchanted already, aren't you?
Cool.
Isn't it? Yeah, that is pretty cool.
It's like I just like hydro-dipped a piece of sea glass.
Yeah, and it looks like the glitter stuck on it a little bit too. However, we do have something to take care of that. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get the jar that has warm water in it.
Yes.
Yes, and are you able to lift that okay?
Slide.
We're gonna slide that. You want me to pour it or you think you're good?
Good.
Let's see how we do.
Everybody's gonna be wet and covered in glitter at the meeting.
Well, there. So right about to here. I think.
Tell me when to stop. Is that good?
Well, let's fill it a little bit further. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going. All right. Now.
Ooh.
You're enchanted, aren't you?
Yeah. It's like the water sits on the glue.
Yeah. Well, we're going to fix that. So the next thing, and this is the part that is done by the grown-up, which I'm not sure I qualify for that. You
I'm a
might
grown-up.
qualify more, but for grown-ups, you're going to be wanting to put the super glue right around that area right
that's
there.
what we're doing with the super glue.
And
Super glue on the cap on.
yeah, also for the grown-up, you don't need a whole lot of super glue, and you can see I've just put it around the rim.
Now the people at the meeting are gonna be covered in super glue, glitter, and water.
Yep. And they will be sorry they missed this opportunity. Okay, now, why did we make this? Okay,
I'm
what you're
gonna
gonna do
shake it
here, you're gonna shake it up.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it.
And fortunately, that did not knock the top off. All right, let's put it down and look at it. What do you think?
Throw the bubbles.
And what do you see happening?
Can't even see the sea glass anymore. I see it all slowly coming down.
So, the whole idea of this is that sometimes this is how your emotions are, if you think about it. Like sometimes if you've had an argument with your brother, or if it does that, or sometimes you might get on your parents' nerves and they say, why don't you spend a little time over there?
It
Happens. And a thing that you could do is you could take that with you. And can you think of different ways that you can use it as like a timer?
Well, you could shake it all up and wait for the glitter to fall.
Right.
I'm really hoping the cap doesn't come undone.
Yeah, me too. I'm hoping that too. All right.
Boom.
Now, you can see already, I don't know if it shows on the camera very well, but you can see already that some of the heavier glitter is already sinking, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes is that how your feelings are?
Mm-hmm.
Like all mixed up like that? And you could do it, you could use this as, okay, you go to your room and you take a little bit of time, you shake that up, and you wait until all of the medium-sized sparkles hit the bottom.
Yeah, like the pentagon.
And that's when you're not so very upset. Or you go to your room and you sit there and you think a little bit until the sea glass hits the bottom. That would be a faster amount of time because it probably already is there. See there? Or you can just watch that one star fall to the bottom.
Are we gonna watch it fall?
We could. You can watch that one and I'll watch that one. There goes the sea glass.
Oh, it came undone.
It's pretty neat, isn't it? Yep. So the whole point of this is to have something to do to keep yourself calm. And you can see how that would work, right?
Yes.
I kind of want to have that, but I can see it's going to go home with you.
Yes.
Yes. It is pretty neat, isn't it? And if people wanted to put different color sparkles, they don't have to stick with just what they could have in their kit. They could also put things, I'm worried every time you do that. They could also put things like, I've done this before with people who take a little, a twig or something from their yard If it gets waterlogged, it'll sink. Otherwise, it just stays on top. But they like it because it's pretty. Or they put like a small coin or a toy or something in there.
You could also wait for something like at the top slide down.
Right. Do you think that that will ever just get clear?
Yes, if you leave it long enough.
And I think that might be sometimes when you feel really badly. If you just sit there with your feelings long enough, it clears. What do you think of that idea?
I think it's true.
Were there any things that you wanted to say that that we didn't quite get to with this?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. So this was a fairly short project, but it has a long-lasting, wonderful effect. All right.
So you could like leave it out overnight, and in the morning you see that.
You can see if everything has settled, and you can think of it as, I wonder if that's what's happening in me. Am I starting to feel settled? What do you think? So another job well done, Danny?
Yes.
Okay. High five.